What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I have some absolutely major updates that just came out as Elon Musk has given a date for when he believes the Gigafactory in Texas is going to be opening. This is going to be a crazy video where I'm going to talk about what Elon Musk has been talking about, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm also going to talk about what's going on with Tesla's share price, as we do have some major updates coming out from Ukraine and the Fed that could definitely affect the share price for the upcoming days and weeks. Now, before I say anything about the technical analysis, before I talk about what's going on with Tesla's share price or what's going on with Elon Musk, as he does have some major tweets about the Gigafactory that I really need to announce, I do have to mention some very important things first. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the opportunity to win up to $200,000, as Moomoo is giving away 200 grand for the new year to someone that signs up for Moomoo and deposits $100. So if you want your chance, guys, please check out the link down below. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So I'm going to start off with the Elon Musk tweet for today before I end the video and talk about Tesla's share price. But here's the very important thing that he announced. So whole Mars catalog stated that friends and followers, I would not lie to you. I'm not trying to trick you to make money on stocks or anything like that. My life is software, and everything I know is telling me the full self-driving beta will be 10 times better than the Model 3 was. And even Tesla bulls just don't get it, right? And Elon Musk responded that, look, indeed, because Tesla is going to be an AI company, it's going to be massive. Now, Gil Alfar from Austin, this person stated that, wow, at Elon Musk, Model Y coming out of Giga Texas looks so amazing. Do y'all have a date for the GigaFest yet? Once again, he's asking for a date. And Elon Musk responded, April 1st. Then he corrected himself. Down here, he stated actually April 7th. So once again, massive piece of news. This is absolutely bullish in my opinion, not just for, I would say, the short term, for the long term, guys. For the next year, this is going to be massive news. And this is how the media has reported it. They basically stated that the Tesla CEO Elon Musk teases date for the Austin Gigafactory grand opening party. We're almost there, guys. We're getting closer and closer and closer, and this is going to be huge. I just feel like a lot of people don't truly understand how huge this is going to be. It's going to improve their fundamentals. It's going to help Tesla make more money. It's going to help them boost their deliveries. It's going to help them, accelerate the development of their batteries and also their autonomous technology. Everything, guys, everything. It's massive news, and it's coming out very soon. Remember, guys, mark your calendars. Okay, I'm going to remind you, April 7th is when, as of right now, Elon Musk stated that they should be having the grand opening party for the new Gigafactory. It's huge news, guys. We're so close to the opening. I'm excited. Now, I also want to talk about this right here, because Elon Musk actually announced something else. So this person known as Gort, they stated, so at Tesla, at Elon Musk, I live 2.5 hours away from the Gigafactory, Texas, and I am still a Tesla holder, a big fan, obviously, and a Cybertruck reservation holder, right? So they're reserving their seats to buy a Cybertruck. They stated that, how can I get tickets to the April 7th Gigafest? They're even willing to wear their "Don't Mess with Tesla" belt buckle. And Elon Musk responded. He stated Tesla owners in the greater Giga Texas area will get priority. So yes, once again, he's committed to April 7th. A huge update, massive update. The news, the media were going crazy over the delays that came back and forth and back and forth. And regardless of all that, guys, don't even worry about that anymore. We have a confirmed date. And like I said, we're getting super close, as drone footage and footage inside of the factory have confirmed. I don't necessarily think that this is going to be a bear year for Tesla. I do believe we are going to drop. I do believe we do have a little bit more room to drop because of the current market situation, but I do believe within maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two from now, we're going to see a very, very bullish recovery. We're going to run very, very hard. We're going to fill not just this gap, but run to the upside. And it's going to look very, very good, guys. I'm still very excited. But here's the question, okay? I know that this right over here, the Gigafactory in Texas, the grand opening is going to help the share price run to the moon. I know that. But the question is, what's going to happen for, I don't know, until we get to April 7th? What's going to happen for the month of March? What's going to happen for the rest of this week? And unfortunately, guys, things are not looking too great for the market. I have to talk about this right here. So CNBC has reported that there are lots of tensions between Ukraine and Russia, and it's gotten really bad as they claim that President Putin has recognized two breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine. He's the president of Russia, and it does appear like, tensions are so high to the point where Russia is preparing for an invasion. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't truly know that. And I really hope that it does not happen, as I am a pacifist, right? I want to avoid conflict. I want peace in this world. But the thing is, guys, if it does end up happening, the market's probably going to take a hit for a couple of weeks before we see a very good recovery. So I just wanted to warn you and prepare you, as we're seeing things get really, really tense right now. But here's the thing about it. So if we look at what some technical indicators are showing, let me bring up the 2-hour candles. We could see some very interesting things that happened on Friday, right? We were down 2.21%. We were just bouncing back and forth. We stayed within this channel for quite a bit of time, but we do have this, let me see, this gap right over here. The gap is between 920 and, let me see, 918, right? So there's a tiny gap right there. There is a chance we have to fill it, but just because gaps, they get filled, it doesn't mean they always have to happen within like a week or two, right? Sometimes they could take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, sometimes they could take a month. So my point is, guys, we're probably going to see some bearish action and we'll slowly get right back, because eventually we're going to fill the gap, guys. Eventually we're going to be back in the thousands. So the gap will get filled. It's next to inevitable from this point. It's just that right now, if you look at what the super trend is showing, we got a sell signal right over here on at this level of like 900. And since then, it's been dropping and dropping and dropping. And right now, it does not look like we found a bottom just yet. We have support at 837. We also have support at 800 flat and 823. So I would like for those to really hold. We obviously had support at 850, but that does not look like it's going to hold. So it's a little bit tough for me to truly call how this is going to behave from a day-to-day basis. But I will tell you one thing: the overall trend right now, if you zoom out of the chart, because even if you day trade, guys, you can't just look at the 1 minute candles, the 5 minute candles. Sometimes you have to just zoom out and look at the trend we're on. We were on this very big downward trend. It slowed down a little bit. We started seeing sideways action. We were set for a very good recovery. You guys can see this Wyckoff accumulation schematic. But the problem is now the current market conditions, because we're also going to see the Fed raise rates very soon. And they may do it by about 50 basis points relatively soon. We may see a, I don't know, 0.5% rate hike sometime. I'm estimating it to come sometime in March, between the beginning of March up until the latest I see it coming would be the third week. So between the first and third week of March, we should see a rate hike. So that's definitely going to have its effect on the market, because what's going to happen is when rates go up, an earnings report from Tesla will not be as good as it could be, because the money will not be worth what it once was. On top of that, it's going to become harder for these institutions to borrow money. There are going to be stricter margin requirements. So it's going to be a little bit tough on shorts, but it's also not going to be perfect for the market, because a lot of big market makers may start moving some money into bonds. So I'm not saying that the market's going to crash. I don't believe that. Okay. I do see Tesla dropping below 800 in the future. I could still see that happen, guys. I'm sorry to really scare you, make you feel bad. It's just that the current market condition is not great. But, guys, within many weeks, maybe a month or so, I think we could see a very, very fast recovery right back to the 900s, maybe even go as high as the 1000s. Because by the time we get to April 7th, guys, when this big, big, big party comes, the Giga Fest, it's going to be phenomenal. Investors are going to be excited and they're going to be loading the boat, guys. And I'm not saying it's going to happen directly during the time. I think after this and maybe more into the future, it's going to get better and better and better. So I also want to talk about these latest pieces of news that came out before I end the video. I know things are kind of out of order because I really wanted to talk about Elon Musk first this time. Basically, it was reported by CNBC that the Tesla CEO Elon Musk, he's accusing the SEC of leaking information from the federal probe. And it states right here, Elon Musk, via his attorney, accuses the SEC of leaking information. And on top of that, guys, we're seeing maybe not specific, details about it, but there is a lot of conflict between Elon Musk and the SEC. So that's pretty much going viral right now. A lot of people are talking about it, and it's up to you to decide. As you guys know, Elon Musk likes to state his mind. He's a very free man. He does not have a filter that a lot of politicians have. He's a very real man, right? And the SEC may be concerned considering the fact that he can't shake the market just by tweeting things. So obviously, there's obviously a feud going on between them. That's totally normal. It's totally okay. Arguing is normal. But in this case, guys, I just want you guys to look in both sides first before deciding with anyone. And just note that, look, Elon Musk has, dismay towards the SEC, and I could understand that. I respect that. It makes a lot of sense. And at the same time, guys, at the same time, he is doing what he can to stay afloat. I also want to talk about this right here, just real quick. Electric has reported that Tesla is facing scrutiny over their autopilot's auto lane change, which could be considered illegal in Europe, I guess, but they're still improving it, guys. So I'm not necessarily going to criticize them quite yet for that. It really depends on the way they do it and how they improve it, but they are getting better and better and better. Now, people have talked about the fact that Europe has less extensive versions of the autopilot, which may not be as great because of what regulators are doing. But guys, I want to just put something out there. I feel like Tesla can make a lot more progress if they didn't have to deal with these insane regulations. Now, I'm not saying all of them are insane. I think a lot of them could go a little too far. Other ones are not as bad, but that is something that they really need to get past, especially in Germany, as it has kind of delayed their gigafactory. But it's not horrible news, okay? It's not horrible news because eventually they're going to recover and they're eventually going to kill it. So going into the future, guys, what do I see coming tomorrow? I think it's a little bit more probable we're going to see some red tomorrow because of what's going on with the overall situation. And it is very possible for us to drop below the $800 level of support if things really get, really tough in Ukraine and Russia. But I have not lost faith because I'm still confident that in a couple of, I don't know if it's many weeks, a month or so from now, we're going to see a very good recovery, guys. A very good recovery. I'm trying to tell you guys that, in my opinion, I'm not giving financial advice, but I'm not anticipating a full on Great Depression styled crash like some people may think. That's not what I see, guys. I see us finding a bottom eventually. We may have found a bottom. I don't necessarily think so yet, we're probably going to drop a little bit before recovering and seeing a very good run into the future. The future could take maybe a month or two from now. Maybe it'll take 3 months. I don't really know. But I just know one thing. For this year, I don't think it's going to be a red year, guys. I think we're going to have sideways action for the next few weeks, maybe a few months from now. But then we're going to have a good rally, a good recovery, and we're still going to do really well. That's what I believe is going to happen. I'm not scared, I'm not worried, and I'm very excited for what the future holds. That's what I have for this one. I can't wait for the GigaFest, guys. It's very exciting. It's going to be very bullish for Tesla. I just can't wait for what it holds. That's what I have for this one. I thank each and every one of you for listening. Please have a fantastic rest of the day and enjoy the weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Tesla to the moon and peace out.